Level 1, the Bitten Outcast. You've hiked the Blackridge Wilds every fall for 6 years, always solo. This year you push past trail marker 12, farther than you've ever gone. Something hits you before you see it clearly. A mouthful of teeth and a growl too deep for any wolf you know. You wake up staring at torn stars through broken branches, still fully human, still just scared. A bite wound on your shoulder has already stopped bleeding. That's wrong. Nothing else about you looks different. Yet, you wake again in Hollow Ridge Den, surrounded by 34 fully shifted wolves. You're still just a man with a bandaged shoulder. A gray-muzzled wolf shifts into a man in his 50s. Alpha Rourke Thane. He's turned. Rank him. Turned doesn't mean transformed, not yet. The change is coming slow, whether you're ready or not. Dax Colt, the alpha's favorite, sniffs your bite wound. That's not an alpha's bite. That's a rogue's. You're ranked last. 35th of 35, and named on the spot, Stray Blood. The pack calls it the culling line, and no stray bloods ever ranked higher than 33rd. Your first order, drag carrion back to the den alone before sunup on 2 human legs. Sounds hit you sharper than they should. Your reflection flashes amber gold for half a second, then fades back to normal. Your shoulder wound finally heals. But wrong. No fur grows back, just a bare, hairless crescent scar where every other turned wolf heals into a marked patch of colored fur. Dax holds your arm up like evidence. Even his scar's got no pack in it. One wolf doesn't laugh, an older limping beta named Corwin Vane. Rourke passes on his rounds, stops mid-stride, and looks at your bare scar 3 seconds too long. Closer to recognition than disgust. Dax notices and doesn't like it. A month in, you still can't force so much as a claw to show on command. Every other wolf your age already can. You decide you're not staying 35th. Level 2, the Omega. Corwin Vane finds you hauling deadfall. Walk with me before the others wake. He shows you the old gash on his hip. I was Omega too, 40 years ago. He starts training you before dawn. Fighting isn't the only thing he teaches you. Control is the other half, and you're behind on both. He teaches you to shift in pieces, claws first. 11 nights produce nothing. On the 12th, one hand fills with claws for a few seconds before it's just a hand again. Next comes the low line, a sweeping takedown built for a smaller wolf beating a bigger one. Bigger wolves charge straight in. Let them. Then take the ground out from under them. He warns you about the black outrage that took his hip. Fight angry and you fight blind. I did both. Once was enough. Briar Kestrel, ranked 31st, snaps at you over scraps at the kill circle, until you push one toward her instead of fighting for it. She stops snapping and starts covering your chores. The pack settles rank in the bone ring, a clearing marked out by bleached deer bones. Any wolf can challenge the wolf above them and take their spot. You challenge wolf number 34, claws flickering in and out. He charges exactly the way Corwin predicted. You drop into the low line and put him down, still mostly human. You place 34th. By the following week, you've climbed to 28, patchy gray-brown fur showing along your forearms whenever you focus hard enough to fight. Dax finds you at the kill circle. The alpha's second now. Try not to embarrass yourself. Rourke names him formally that same night. Corwin points past the den to the white-blazed pines. That line used to sit 200 yards further east. Gray Talon Pack's been pushing it back all season. You fall asleep still counting your new rank instead of worrying about a rival pack. A mistake, and you don't know it yet. Level 3, the Circle. Over the next full moon cycle, 28 nights, you don't stop challenging upward, losing twice and getting back up both times. By night 20, you're 11th. The partial shift comes faster now. Fur past your elbows, claws out before you even reach the bone ring. Briar climbs alongside you, all the way to 9th. When you reach 6th place, Dax puts Briar in the bone ring against his own crony and doesn't call the fight when he should. Circle lawbands killing blows. The crony throws one anyway, and Dax lets it land. Briar survives but won't fight again this cycle. The elders reprimand Dax publicly. Rourke doesn't strip his title, and everyone notices. Something in you goes quiet and hot. The first pull of the red, you nearly black out swinging wild against Dax's crony. Corwin's voice cuts through, low line now. You win clean. 3 nights later, a horn call rings from the eastern boundary. Not a drill. Gray Talon Pack has crossed the white-blazed pines for real, 20 wolves strong. Every ranked wolf is called at once, stray blood history forgotten in the scramble. You fight beside Corwin and Briar for the first time as Pack, not as an outcast proving a point. Rourke throws himself at the lead Grey Talon wolf and goes down hard, pinned, bleeding into the pine needles. Your bare scar starts to burn. This time the fur doesn't stop at your elbows. A muzzle pushes through your own face for the first time, silver light running under it. You drive the lead wolf off of Rourke. Grey Talon breaks and runs. You come back down to a mostly human shape within minutes, shaking with no idea how to do it again on purpose. Rourke survives, but his wounds are bad enough he can't hold the den through another winter. He announces the Long Howl, the ritual that names a new alpha. It will be called at the next full moon, 9 nights from now. Level 4, the Alpha. Corwin finally tells you what your scar means. There used to be a bloodline that could shift by choice, not just by the moon. First Fang, they were called. Thought extinct. Whoever bit you wasn't a rogue. He was the last one left. Together you chase what broke out of you by accident on the battlefield. The full shift on command. 6 failed attempts and a nosebleed later, you hold a complete wolf-shaped head and shoulders. By the 9th night, you can call it and pull it back in seconds. Dax hears about the moonbreak and panics. He invokes an old rule to challenge you for second before the Long Howl even happens. The elders refuse him. The night of the full moon, all 35 of you circle Hollow Ridge Den in silence. Rourke, still bandaged, calls the challenge open. Dax steps forward first, already fully shifted. You step forward second, still human. The pack goes dead quiet at Strayblood's name being called for the Long Howl. Dax opens with a straight, overwhelming charge, betting on size. You drop into the low line exactly the way Corwin drilled it 200 mornings in a row. Dax hits the ground hard. That's when you finally let the shift all the way out, on your own terms, for the first time in front of the whole pack. Your scar flares silver as fur, muzzle, and claws fill in at once. Nobody in Hollow Ridge Den has seen that light in 3 generations. Every wolf there knows exactly what it means. Dax doesn't get back up before the count finishes. By pack law, a defeated challenger for Alpha loses his second title and leaves to claim ground of his own. Dax goes alone into the tree line. Rourke places his hand on your shoulder, directly over the scar. He ends the culling line for good. No bitten wolf will ever be ranked last by default again, or rushed into a change they haven't earned control of. Within a week, 3 wolves who've hidden their own bear scars start wearing them uncovered. Briar takes the seconds rank you offer her and actually smiles about a title for once. On the ridge above Hollow Ridge Den, still half shifted, you throw your head back and let out the first howl that's ever been entirely your own. 34 wolves answer it at once, and none of them are laughing at you. If you made it all the way to the end, you're officially at the final level. Subscribe for the next journey, leave your ideas in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.